Now that all this with the courts are over with, I can just focus on the wedding. The other day, me and Brian went to this wedding expo at the new ideas.
When's the big day?
Halloween day.
Idea where you'd like to get married?
In a haunted house. Ooh. He proposed.
Well, nonetheless. So, obviously, with Amy, in the last episode, she came out by saying that she did not want to get married. Well, that she was cancelling marriage because of Tammy's comments. But obviously, Tammy's now come out of surgery. And Amy's obviously back to her high spirits. Now, of course, we've still got one more episode left of the season to see how everything unfolds. But the wedding is still a go-ahead. And they're still going through the same theme. Halloween, haunted house. And this time she wants a legit haunted house, not the fake one that she got proposed in. So, hey, I guess it's all happy, smiles and everything for Amy and her man. But now let's get into Tammy, because now we get to see Tammy for the very first time since her skin loss removal surgery.
Hey, Tammy.
Man, girl looks battered and bruised. The
bitch looks wore out, but the only thing I was worried about is that bitch was up, awake, and breathing.
And to be fair, with the tension that we saw with the family when they were waiting in the last episode, I can only imagine how relieved Chris is, as well as all the siblings as well. But Chris was definitely the one that was stressing, I'd say probably the worst, to be honest with you. So it's definitely going to be a massive relief for him to know that Tammy was able to come out of it successfully. And honestly, a surgery like this was always going to be a massive risk because of the amount of skin that they had to remove. But bear this in mind though, they've only removed the upper bit. Well, I think they began with just her arms. I don't know if they've gone to the stomach area just yet, but I know this one was definitely the arm stuff in particular. And I know obviously Tammy's gonna have to go through, numerous surgeries before she can, really get all the skin chopped off. But then again, to be fair, no, I think they did do the tummy too. So I remember Tammy talking about how for the first time she's gonna be able to look down and see. And she's gonna be able to clean without having to move any excess skin out of the way, which, yeah, I can only imagine will be a massive relief for her. Something that we haven't really, something like someone like myself would never have to experience, thank gosh. The challenges of being able to clean this up properly. But there is more.
Yes. How many stitches they had me?
I think he said there was like 1,000 in you, but
I wouldn't take Amy's word for it, but obviously as you can see here, Tammy's obviously got the stitches on her arms. And it looks to be healing quite well, to be honest with you.
I'm not gonna.
The doctors and everybody was shocked that I just didn't want to lay in bed.
Well, according to Tammy and Amy, Tammy had a very quick recovery because obviously she even left hospital 3 days early too. So very, very, very positive things obviously going on here in this situation when it comes to Tammy and her, skin loss process. But well, I guess now we've got to wait for the final season, for the final episode of next week, to see obviously how everything obviously pans out, to see obviously how the family actually react as a whole, to see obviously how Tammy is obviously going to be feeling, all that kind of stuff will be filled, I guess, in this next episode. This one itself in particular was just a little cheeky, exclusive special, you know what I'm saying? But you know where you heard the news first, and you know where you saw the evidence first of Tammy having her surgery. Come on now, you know this is the place to freaking be. Now with that being said, stay tuned for some more content, and make sure you subscribe, like, and see you guys at the next one. And also give me your thoughts on Tammy's scars and all that kind of stuff. Peace. And if you've been through something like this before, let me know. What was the experience like going through a process of having your skin removed? What did you feel like? I can imagine absolutely painful after the bruising, but let us know. It'd be nice to learn from people who have been through it. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for your time. Peace.